there is a vested interest. And this vested interest, why you are protecting your inner image, that is what is going to make you choose animal instead of moving towards Mahadeva. See, all of us, when we made the decision to become Adinavasis and live in Kailash, yes? When you're living in Kailash, that means you're moving towards Sadashiva. But after you come over here, again the journey continues. Every second are you moving towards the Guru, towards Sadashiva, or are you moving towards becoming something else? If you're moving towards becoming something else, then even on the last day of Sadashivatva, after everything, because this continuous decision is not happening, many of us will feel, oh, I don't know, maybe we'll have to wear white clothes for the rest of our life. Let's take the ordinary example of white clothes. What can really make you happy in these white clothes? I'll give you my example. What makes me very happy? I know that if Swamiji says inside the hall you should be in the white clothes, I will not even worry whether it is written in the Agamas, whether it is written by Sadashiva, because only Sadashiva I know as Swamiji. And I'm not worried about knowing something beyond that. If that has to happen, that will happen by His grace. So when Swamiji says, wear the white clothes inside the hall, that becomes very easy to manifest even if all the clothes are in the laundry. How? Just because you bring integrity into the relationship you have with the Guru, you bring authenticity in the relationship you have with the Guru, and you'll see in a short while, we'll be aligning it to the inner image, outer image, life image, others image. You'll see how that happens. Please understand, either you can sit with a mirror and do completion for the rest of your life to align what your inner image is, what your outer image is, what the other's image is, and what the life image is. Or you can just align all four of them to Guru Bhakti. See, Manyantma Swami told you exactly what inner image, outer image, others image, life image is. Now when I am giving this perspective, let us see it from how your Guru Bhakti, that means what? Your connection to the Guru. All of you on day one when we asked why you became Adinavasis, you said it came from inside. It was an inner call. Yes? How many of you came here because it was an inner call? You came just for Swamiji's sake, you wanted to be around him. Raise your hands. Everyone. So listen, if Swamiji says, the best inner image I want you to have is Sadashivatva. Sadashiva's DNA is already inside you. The best inner image I want you to have is Sadashivatva. Leave your eyes open, guys. Don't go into any kind of meditation. You know, once one devotee was closing the eyes and sitting in the front row, and he had become like this at the end of the day. Then Swamiji said, why are you trying to close your eyes and sit when what you're trying to find is available in front of you with your eyes open? Understand? See, come to the space of listening. Swamiji says, Guru Bhakti means the devotion you carry to the Guru. So Guru Bhakti means bringing authenticity into the connection you have with the Guru. That is why during power manifestation we say, just think what you feel when you think about Swamiji, go into that mood, and that mood is enough to make you manifest power. That means what? If the Guru is telling you, if Swamiji is telling you, the best inner image I want you to have is Sadashivatva, that means he has already made it happen in you. Are we understanding? He has already made it happen in you. He always says, what I ordain, I sustain. So when I am giving a command, that let the Sadashivatva happen in you. He sustains it. But all you need to do now is take responsibility for the connection you have with the Guru. See, long time back, many years ago, I asked Swamiji once on two-way connection. I said, Swamiji, is feeling connection enough with you? No need to do any other practices, meditation, yoga, this, that. And Swamiji said, feeling connection is more than enough, but you have to take the responsibility to maintain it and to cultivate it, to nurture it, to nourish it. That means what? When Swamiji tells you, your inner image is Sadashivatva, outer image is Sadashivatva, others' image is Sadashivatva, life image is Sadashivatva. That means he's ordaining it, giving a command through your third eye. He sustains this command. He sustains the result. But how? How are you going to see it happen physically? You are going to see it happen only when you take the responsibility to maintain the connection with the Guru. Are we understanding? And this connection is what we call Guru Bhakti or devotion. And how does this happen? By bringing authenticity into it. See, today is all about authenticity. For example, simple thing. Swamiji wants you to sit just like him. Yes? So what should the inner image be? Sadashivatva. How my Swamiji will sit, how my Guru will sit. He'll sit with his back straight. He'll sit with his legs like this, with that style. Then naturally, that's got to be the inner image, that this is the way I have to be. The decision will happen inside. Then the outer image will align to that. The outer image will become that. Then, others' image. You will see a life where everybody is also sitting like that. Where others have an impression about you, they've got an anyakara for you, they've got an expectation from you. So you will also match it. They don't expect an acharya to be sitting like a bogi or a rogi. Understand? Then naturally, again, you will align to it. But what is the core component in all of this? You deciding to bring authenticity in the connection you have with the Guru. That automatically aligns the inner image you carry about yourself, the outer image you project to the world, the other's image you have, and the life image you have. That means what you think about life. Please understand one thing. The inner image you have, Swamiji always says, it is not you. And the best part is, everyone in this room knows it is not you. You know it is not you. However, after understanding, understand, if you are going to continue to live with your inner image, you are going to only live your logical life. What is logical life? Today you fall sick, okay? Let's take the example of an ordinary person. You got cough, cold. So logically, you will feel, oh, so I should not have bath with cold water. Fine, forget it. Then, if no other go, you had to have bath with cold water. The logical life will tell you, because you had bath with cold water, now what was just common cold has become flu. Then the person who's sleeping next to you, listen, if you continue to have an inner image about you, what is the inner image here? It is your choice. Am I becoming Mahadeva or animal? Yesterday I saw a puppy in Gurukul. I was playing with him. First I had to drag him out of the bench under which he was sleeping. So how much ever I tried to pull, push, call, cuddle, sweet talk him, he was just looking at me and then he would close his eyes. Because the shade was very nice. It was very nice and cool in that place. Doesn't want to come. I would have given him nice cool buttermilk inside. Fellow doesn't even realize he'll get something better. Simply sitting on the dry ground which he is thinking is cool, which he is thinking is amazing, and he's tied to a chain. Chain means that ordinary soft thread, what do you call? Leash. Yes, I'm an animal lover, I should know what it is. Okay, a leash. Very soft leash because it's a puppy. So very casually, it was not tied, it was just put under one bench leg. Listen, get the visual. That puppy is us. And the Guru is actually Swamiji, who tells you, come out, what are you doing under this stupid bench? Are you all listening? That moment, this little puppy, maybe around, I don't know, 6, 7 months old, something it must be, is opening the eyes, looking. I know it, he wants to come out. Because he's licking his mouth, he's wagging his tail. He's saying, yeah, I want to come. But this place, this shade, this dry ground, this sand is so nice. And I'm telling him, I've got cold buttermilk for you. Come, I'll take you inside the room over there, classroom. Lot of people are there to play with you. Sangha is there, everything is there. You'll have a grand life. Then he's not willing to come. Then finally, forcefully, I pulled out the leash, carried the puppy. He was struggling a little bit, but still he's wagging the tail. And then he came inside. Then he didn't know where he is inside that classroom in the Gurukul. Then as soon as he saw all of us over there, we were having a meeting. Everyone started hugging him and playing with him. He saw so many things to play with. He got very excited. Then we brought the buttermilk and gave him. And he drank that. And then he nicely came, slept on the lap. Please understand, he saw a much better life than what he saw under the bench. The puppy under the bench is your inner image and the cozy feeling, you not being able to make the decision. You know, when your back bends like this, you are the puppy under the bench. When your back is straight like this, you are choosing to be Mahadeva, not the animal, not the puppy. When you are choosing to be Mahadeva, you know if you keep that spine straight, you are aligning to cosmic geometry. You are aligning your spine. The greatest yogi, Adi Yogi, is sitting with you. He keeps his spine straight. So now the choice is either him, which will align to cosmic geometry and give you infinity as a gift, or that cozy puppy, which wants to come, it wants to keep the back straight, it wants to open its eyes, but that nice mud and rolling in the mud, getting it. That's what we do. Yes, Swamiji, Sadashivatva Swamiji. I want Swamiji. I want to express all the 463 powers of Swamiji. Make it happen in me. Do something. But the moment he says, wake up and come for yoga, sit straight. See, the moment you say that, again the back becomes straight. It is fine. At least we are making the decision. It should be celebrated. But Swamiji always tells us, it does not take years and years to make the decision. It is just one understanding. Listen. If you align the inner image you carry about you to Sadashivatva, immediately what happens? Your logical life stops affecting you. It is a logical life that says, from morning, I have a back pain for the last 20 years. That is why my back is going down. Or, my mother always had a short back. Therefore, I have a short back. Therefore, because of the short back, I am bending down. Or, this morning I did heavy yoga. Therefore, my back is bending down. Or, the heat, body heat is too much. We're all expressing so much powers over here. The heat is too much. And the body is not settling. All that language sounds good when Swamiji is saying it. Because it's a totally different thing that happens there. That is not a human body. But we guys can maximum drink buttermilk and drink water, do the Panchakriya, you'll start becoming cool. And you'll settle down. And even in that condition also, when Swamiji needs to settle and he's having herbs and all of that, there also he's sitting as Sadashiva only. He's not sitting as a human being. See, look carefully at that drawing. It's an exact replica of how Swamiji would make it. That big face, big belly, big everything, long nose. Listen, continuously, the way you are gets changed by the decision you make. Mahadeva or animal. Man is a juncture between Mahadeva and animal. So it's a constant decision. If you say Mahadeva, suddenly your eyes will open. So that means we have to now bring authenticity in the inner image the Guru wants us to have. Listen. We have to bring authenticity into the inner image that the Guru wants us to have, which is what? Only one person is choosing Mahadeva. See, I'll tell you what's happening here. See, it'll be like this. When the three of us are sitting on the stage, sometimes we look at each other to give cues. Hey, you're starting, I'm starting. So we look, all kinds of eye gestures and things will happen like that. Now, same thing is happening here. Is my friend going to scream out and shout? Okay. Then I will also say. Otherwise, I'll not say. And otherwise, the one bold guy who said Sadashiva so loudly, everyone else will first look at him and smile. For some of us, Swamiji will just forcibly catch and bring with the leash. And then he'll throw out the leash and say, come on, experience your freedom. Your Kalabhairava's Vahana, which needs to be walking with a leash, which does not even know his potential. Understanding. So the inner image, we have got to see how we can bring authenticity into how Swamiji wants our inner image to be.